All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live, morning edition here on this Friday morning. Yesterday, Glenn, Giants eliminated from playoff contention. I mean, we already the jig was up already a while ago. It's just finally a little bit of finality to the 2024 season as the Giants yet again cannot make the playoffs, even in the expanded playoffs.
Yeah, the game was yesterday. It feels like 2 days ago now, Eric, because, of course, it was a game played almost 24 hours ago. It was morning baseball. We're getting ready for the funeral. We're in a wake stage right now. Officially eliminated yesterday. Thus, in my bio, play the damn young guys now, okay? Just play them on out. I know we had a big game yesterday from Michael Conforto. 2 games in a row. Nice stat line. He was 2 for 4 yesterday, as was Encarnacion. So play those young guys.
Yes, agreed.
There's no more excuses. We're not playing for anything. Play the young guys. There is no excuse. I'm not accepting excuses. Play them, and let's see how it plays out the rest of the year. Then at least we know where we're going into 2025. Who stays, who goes. And I know in your opinion, who's top of the list.
Yeah. Exactly. We'll see.
That
story will play out in the offseason.
Giants baseball isn't the morning topic as of late. It is the amazing wild cards we've seen. And again, didn't let us down. The scoreboard in a moment will show what an interesting day there was yesterday. In fact, we don't have to look at the scoreboard, but I can tell you that there were some great games that affected the wild card races. Both the American League and National League are coming up in a few minutes' time. Let's take a look at what's going on today, my friend. Let's usher in the weekend early.
There we go. This is the first game. Washington Nationals against the Chicago Cubs. Again, it's a game that really doesn't mean nothing. Going to take place here 11:20 a.m. Pacific. Got Trevor Williams going for the Nationals. Jameson Taillon taking the ball for the Chicago Cubs in Chicago.
We've got 2 evenly matched bad teams today. Pittsburgh, 72 wins. Cincinnati have 74. Mitch Keller for the Pirates. Nick Martinez for the Cincinnati Reds. That game at Great American Ballpark, and that'll get Friday night baseball underway. Well, actually, it's a late afternoon game in the Bay Area, but over in Cincinnati, a little later start. And then in Tampa Bay, another. I'm wearing my Blue Jay hat, and people might be saying, why is he wearing a Blue Jay hat on Giant Sports Talk Live? It's only because I'm starting to get into my, all right, if it ain't a Padre hat, I got to wear my Vladdy Guerrero hat.
Oh, why. Yeah. He had a heck of a game yesterday. Whew.
Wouldn't mind seeing him wearing the orange and black, would you?
That would be nice. That would be nice to see Vladdy wearing orange and black. Hey, that's a guy that wouldn't be bad.
He's still a teammate of Jose Barrios, though, and the Blue Jays will throw him on the mound.
Yep, along with going against, I should say, Tyler Alexander, who will be going for the Tampa Bay Rays. Again, that will take place later in the afternoon in Tampa Bay. Of course, that's Pacific time. It's a game that doesn't really mean much. We're just talking about it.
Keider Montero on Apple TV Plus up against Corbin Burns. So Baltimore may have the statistical advantage, if you will, as far as pitchers. Do not underestimate the Detroit Tigers. We just saw that Baltimore is there for the pick. The Giants took 2 of 3, could easily have swept.
Mm-hmm.
We were a pitch away from going extra innings yesterday. Oh, my God. But anyway, so Detroit has to be one of the hottest teams in baseball right now. And Keider Montero takes on Corbin Burns. I'm, dare I say, jumping on the wagon. I'm kind of cheering on Detroit now because I think
right. I mean,
it's a team that we didn't think would be there, Eric.
Right. It's one of them Cinderella. I don't know about Cinderella, but it's a good story to see what Detroit is doing for the American League and see if they could hold on and get into the wild card. I think it'd be a great story, a great baseball story for the postseason.
And Atlanta and the Mets heading into the weekend have a hell of a race going. Anybody who looked at the schedule early in the season probably didn't predict this for a wild card spot. But here we are with those 2 teams entering the final week of play, although one seems to have an advantage when it comes to the schedule. And
Atlanta has a better schedule finishing out. They're going to go. They start their series against Miami. Miami got walloped yesterday by the Los Angeles Dodgers. They got beat 20, 2-0 4.
Yeah, we don't talk about the only the Giants, the yesterday scoreboard, if you will. Why don't you let everybody know what kind of stat line Shohei had yesterday?
6 for 6, 3 home runs, 5 extra base hits, 2 steals, and 10 RBIs.
Yeah, 10. What's 10?
Not too much of a bad day at the office.
Dodgers scored 20 runs, my friends.
Anyway, it's Atlanta. They got Charlie Morton taking them out for them, and grabbing the ball for the Miami Marlins is going to be Valente Belozo. Again, if Atlanta wants to stay in the race, they're going to have to put a number on the Marlins, and if they can, sweep the series.
All right, Minnesota's in Boston at Fenway Park tonight with David Festa up against Richard Fitz. Oh, they're having fits in Minnesota because Detroit is catching Minnesota. Unbelievable race. We'll take a look at the standings in just a second.
Yep, and you got another key matchup tonight.
This is where you and I were just saying that the schedule kind of is lopsided. You've got Atlanta in Miami. We'll look at that matchup for the Mets.
You got New York going against Philly. That's not going to be easy. The Phillies will be in Flushing, New York, going up against the New York Mets. This game will also be on Apple TV+. Christopher Sanchez going for the Phillies. David Peterson going for the Mets. Again, Mets got to take care of business. They were able to yesterday. They were able to beat the Phillies. We'll see if they can continue on these winning ways. Again, the schedule isn't favorable for the New York Mets, but hey, they're one of the hottest teams, if not the hottest team in the major leagues right now. So if they can keep it up, maybe they're right now, if I'm not mistaken, we'll look at the standings. They're tied with Arizona for the 2 and 3 spot in the wild card.
Eric, you know what? This is why we see a fluctuation in the prices of those tickets. Look, cheap ticket, $19. And that's because you got the Mets in the race up against another good team, the Philadelphia Phillies. No $2 tickets for that one. Seattle's in Texas, George Kirby and Jacob deGrom. That one's a 5.05 start.
Oh, yeah, that'll be DeGrom's second start. Should be interesting to see how he does. I know he had a good first start.
Great.
Again, just coming back from TJ, so we'll see how he does the rest of the season. Again, next year, we'll see how he does.
Justin Verlander, is that guy who's a walker to get out? That guy's an old veteran now, isn't he? A cage veteran.
Yeah, he's going to probably be key in Houston's run.
Yeah,
in the postseason. Got the Angels going against the Astros. Tyler Anderson going for the Angels. As you stated, Justin Verlander will take the ball for Houston. That will be played in Houston. Really, I mean, it's Houston's taking it away in the West. So, again, they're going up against a pretty bad team in the Angels.
I said it on the show, Giant Sports Talk Live, with you and a cast of characters or misfits or whatever they call themselves. A great chat that we have each night. I said last night's show, Houston sort of are like the silent assassins. Nobody's talking about them.
No, not really.
Look at the season, winning their division. This is a team that are going to slip into the playoffs. Nobody talking about. What a way to do damage. Nobody talking about you. You've forgotten about us. Look at the damage they'll do. I'm worried about Houston. Arizona's at Milwaukee. Zach Gallen, Colin Ray. Arizona is fighting for a playoff spot. Milwaukee has already won their division. A 5-10 start. Arizona, Milwaukee.
All right, and then we'll talk about the San Francisco-Kansas City game there at the end. Cleveland at Cincinnati. Guardians will send Ben Lively to the mound, and pitching for the St. Louis Cardinals will be Kyle Gibson.
Now the San Diego Padres have left the building. There they are. They're back. San Diego's back, and they better show up tonight because Chicago is throwing Garrett Crochet on the hill. He is 6-12, but I think his pitching performances have been better than his record indicates. I don't always say that about pitching, but look at the club he's playing for.
Yeah, that's
a 36-win team, and he's 6-12. I think he's a much better pitcher. That's why I thought a lot of teams were looking at him at the trade deadline. Nonetheless, San Diego better show up because they're trying, if they can. Well, you know what? In the wild card, can't rest on your laurels there either. If San Diego doesn't play good ball down the stretch, they could find themselves looking up at the rest. Joe Musgrove against Garrett Crochet, and the Padres trying to catch the Dodgers, who've shown they're ready for the challenge, putting 20 runs on the board in their game yesterday with Miami. So I'll be interested to see how that one plays out tonight. San Diego should be able to, keep up in the pack as far as the standings, but You know what? It's this time of year. Somebody's got to play a spoiler. So maybe Chicago with Crochet will be. Look at the price of the tickets, though, in San Diego. Tickets as low. We're talking the low. This is your entry price. $40 for a White Sox game? It's got to be the first time all year.
It's got to be a good giveaway. That's what it must be. It must be a good giveaway.
Eric says, got to be the giveaway.
Got to be the giveaway. And in Oakland, Aaron Judge returns to the Bay Area. Not to play for the Bay Area, but he'll be here as a New York Yankee, of course, playing against the Oakland A's. You could catch that game on ESPN+. Garrett Cole will partake in the pitching duties for the New York Yankees, and JT Ginn will take the ball for the Oakland A's.
All right, and the late night start for us. If you join us for Giant Sports Talk Live, this one will be underway, and we'll get to follow the action as it progresses. At Chavez Ravine, the Dodgers, their home park, will be hosting the Colorado Rockies. Kyle Friedland, 5-7, up against Walker Buehler, who's 1-5 with a 5.45 ERA. So ESPN might not be on the ball, but we here at Giant Sports Talk Live are, and we can tell you that the Dodgers have announced overnight that Walker Buehler will get the nod. That's got to be a little worrisome for the front office there in Los Angeles. The pitching, Walker Buehler 1-5. You know, a few years ago, we were talking about him being a quality pitcher.
Right.
In that quality staff. And now 1-5, one of the many who've kind of had a rough year. So we'll see how it plays out. You can join us for updates throughout the night on Giant Sports Talk Live as Colorado plays a late one in Los Angeles.
And in the wild card, here we go, American League. This is what we're talking about. You got the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers neck and neck. They are tied for that third wild card. So it's going to be fun going down the stretch to see who will clinch that third wild card. And of course,
you know what, Eric, earlier in the week, you and I were looking at Detroit. Remember, they were about 3 out and then 2 out and then 1 out, a half game out. Look at them, tied.
Yeah. And you know what? You can't count out the Mariners either. They're only 2 games out of that last wild card. So they can make a play too. I mean, there's only like 9 games left, somewhere around there, but you never know what could happen. Again,
Detroit's got to, Detroit's, you know what? I'm kind of, maybe it's because they're the underdog. I'm kind of cheering them on. Detroit's got to remain hot, but look at that key stat, far right. 8 of their last 10.
Wow.
You do that? That's why they've caught the pack. Look at the other teams, 4-6, 3-7, but they are a red hot team. So kind of cheering them on over there. I don't have any skin in the game as far as I'm not an American League fan, even though I'm wearing my Jays hat because I want the Giants to win. Vladdy, sign Vladdy in the offseason. Here's the interesting race that I'm also following. Look at that. Another dead heat.
Yep, there you go. National League. Padres got the first one locked up. And you got the Mets and the Diamondbacks there neck and neck for the second and third. And then you got the Atlanta Braves only 2 games behind. Like I said, Atlanta Braves got to do some damage against the Marlins if they want to do anything. And again, get some help from the teams ahead of them to lose. So we'll see how this plays out.
This is this next 3-game stretch will decide Atlanta's fate, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so. It could be. Yeah, you're probably right.
You even lose one. You lose 1 or 2 to Miami. Well, that makes it tough. And you used what I call a poor choice of words. San Diego has top spot locked up. See how that can change in a hurry if the weekend unfolds the way it could.
Yeah, they're playing against Chicago, though.
I never.
You never know. Dude. I know it's baseball.
Dude.
I know.
Dude.
I know.
Look what the Giants just did to Baltimore, taking 2 out of 3. You and I didn't pick that one. We had them going 0-3.
Yeah, 0-3.
So that's why I am not allowed to visit Vegas.
There you go.
And other reasons, too. But we won't get into that on the air. But we'll talk some baseball coming up tonight. Giant Sports Talk Live. You and I will take to the airwaves coming up around 8 or 8:30. Have we got a start time scheduled yet?
8 o'clock. Should be 8 o'clock. If it starts at 5, we should be able to go on at 8.
All right. If I'm not here at 8, I'll be here at 8:30. I'll show up whenever. Eric's always here on time, and he loves to talk baseball. So we'll be recapping the Giants game. We'll be talking about those. I'm more excited about those playoff races, to be honest with you.
Yep. Should be a lot of fun.
Okay, I'll see you tonight, Eric. 8 p.m. Right. I'll show up.
We'll see you guys tonight at 8.
Oh, before you sign off, may I ask one question?
Yep.
On our sister channel, our new channel, Northern California Sports and Entertainment Network. We invite people to go there for full coverage of the Bay Area sports as well.
Yep.
Hockey, basketball, baseball. We got it all covered. Carter's Corner, Friday edition coming up this afternoon. How was your late night chat last night? Late night sports talk.
No, it's always lively, man. Every time, man. It's always a good time. You know how I like. I love.
You're able to keep the eyes open.
Well, yeah. I'm kind of a late bird, anyways. But man, when you're talking for hours upon time, it starts dragging.
Oh yeah. Good job. I caught a part of I dozed off. I had the show on last night. You did a great job. The chat always comes through for you, don't they?
Absolutely.
All right. See you tonight, guys. And I'll see you tonight, Eric, for Giant Sports Talk Live at 8 p.m.
Yep. See you guys tonight. See ya.